Welcome, this is M-Dog, and we have been doing a series today, recording a few videos. We haven't had time for recording videos in a while, but because we did have some time today, or carved out some time today, we've shown quite a few constructed decks. These are not painstakingly thought out constructed decks. They're fairly easy to kind of look at the theme of the deck and reproduce it. So far today we've shown a warrior deck, a priest deck, a hunter deck, and now we're looking at a paladin deck. And the paladin was one of the early classes that I kind of started playing with in Hearthstone. And in this deck, we do have a good few paladin abilities, but several taunt cards as well. Some abilities that, let's see, like Consecration is pretty good board clear if they have some lower minions out. Chillwind Yeti, one of my favorite 4 mana cost. Some gnomes that will give us a card draw. We've got actually 3 of them. 2 of them are 2 mana cost, 1 of them 4. There's another taunt, the Twilight Drake. If you can get it early when you have a lot of cards in your hand, this is a great, if you're going second, a great turn 3 card play with your mana coin, or even if you go first and can play it round 4 and maybe have been able to draw an extra card or something. It's a good place to play it. One of my favorite 5 mana cost cards, the Silverhand Knight. Hogger, which is sort of the flavor of the week for me right now. I've kind of thrown him in all my decks to see how he works. Compared to like Deathwing or some of the other legendaries, he's not as situational. He's just a decent card no matter what's going on. You're at very least going to get a 4/4 Hogger with a 2/2 Null at the end of your turn. And then if they can't take out Hogger, you're going to get another 2/2 Null at the end of your next turn. So it's just kind of fun. And then 2 big boys here that do double duty. They're gonna heal you as well as come out with the 5/6. So not bad. Probably not the most efficient cards because of the fact that their stats aren't as high for the health. And anytime a card has healing, you limit yourself because you may not need the healing. But let's give this deck a spin and see if we can at least win or lose, at least show it off a little bit, and give some flavor to the Paladin deck with a lot of the Paladin abilities and then some other sort of favorite cards spread across the different mana costs. And while we wait for the opponent, let's see. So we're going against a hunter, which is probably not good news. We don't want any of these to start off with. We want to go ahead and turn them all back in just to give us better odds of getting a good low-cost minion. The problem with playing a hunter on ranked play, man, I think we're up to 1-star platinum or whatever. The problem with playing a hunter is that the hunter pre-constructed deck is fairly easy to put together. We're going first here, so there's nothing we can do. So round 2 is going to be interesting because do we want to draw a card or do we want to get one of our recruits out just to waste some time? Well, we probably want to draw a card, even though the Raptor can kill this pretty easily. You never know when he might ignore it.
I hope you like my invention.
So there's a good card. Deal 3 damage and draw a card. We also have a taunt. Ew. Man. We can use all of our spells for no cost? That's crazy. So we can deal 3 damage and then draw a card. And then remove them all with Consecrate and not use any mana. And then we can put a taunt up instead of that. Okay. That's a weird card. I don't think I like that card. I don't think I like that card at all. I don't believe I would put that in my deck. I mean, it's an... I guess if you can put it behind a taunt, and if they don't happen to have many spells. Alright, anyway, 3/3. The safe thing is put a taunt, but why be safe when we can go ahead and give our little fella here a boost? We still have... We could draw another card for free. Can't pass that up.
If you're sure.
And there's Hogger. I'm so excited. Alright. So that hunter may be wondering what he got himself into there. What I would love is to draw our Drake on this next turn. I don't know what the chances are for that. Probably not very good. It's too bad he doesn't have Millhouse out some more. We could get some free health. Alright. So now we have 4/4. We could do this, but I think we'll go ahead and put our taunt out. There's no point in putting this out. There's nothing to turn the attack to.
If you're sure.
Nothing to put... See what the Peacekeeper does. Aldor Peacekeeper, it changes an enemy minion attack to 1. So that's... It's an early game card in terms of its mana cost, but it serves you better often in mid to late game and take one of his bombs and neutralize him before he has a chance to hit you with it. So now he has a taunt, so we don't have anything that does 5 damage. We could change his attack to 1 and then it would be less painful as we attacked it, or we could use Consecrate again, but that's, you know, no point in doing that. Look how close we are to getting Hogger out. I'm so excited. So we'll just, we'll keep, you know what, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. Let's don't be silly here. We don't need to overthink it. Now, it's got 5 health, so the best way to do that is, what do we want to take 1 damage on? Certainly this we don't mind. And probably this, because we want to save our taunt with as much health as possible. Now, if he has a card that does 3 damage, then obviously that wasn't the way to go, but we'll see how it shakes out.
Get behind me.
And again, he's just going through all his mana. All we want to do is Hogger, and we are happy to go ahead and clear some space here. So that will take him down to 3 health, and then that would remove him. Let's do that. 3 health, remove him. And the reason why I did that is because over the next few turns, we want Hogger to have room to be summoning his gnolls. If this hunter loses this game, which it certainly appears as though he's going to, I would blame it on Millhouse. Who knows how this match would have gone if he hadn't thrown a Millhouse out there. So he's got a Raptor that does 4 attacks, but only has 2 damage. So he's going to go ahead and give up there. Okay, that was a little easy. Sorry about that, Ceres. I honestly would not play that Millhouse in my deck if I were you, or reserve it, side deck it for a certain occasion or something. But anyway, I guess it's a high risk, high reward, because that was a 2 mana cost, and it did have 4 damage and I believe 4 health. So at round 2, that's a pretty good card, except for the fact that they can throw their whole spell collection at you, and we had 4 spells in our hand, so that was unfortunate for him. Alright, so there's the Paladin victory. I'll try to mental note this to come back to this Paladin deck, because though it's a good deck, it's not that good.